Hello students. So let us start with the topic that we were discussing yesterday. So first let us have a quick recap of what we did yesterday. So we started with the topic on limits, fits and tolerances. So in this topic we basically discussed about the key terms that will be used for understanding limits, fits and tolerances. So we also discussed about different types of drawings: machine drawing, production drawing, then part drawing, assembly drawing, and then we started with the terminology, the key terminology that will be used for uh, uh, understanding this concept of limits and fits. So there is a basic size, right? This is the desirable size which is fixed by designer, right? And then according to the standard sizes available in the market, so the basic sizes are accordingly redefined. And then we also know that whatever basic size designer may decide, but from manufacturer point of view, it is not possible to get that size exactly. So we as a designer also give some tolerance band around that size, that okay, if I want some size to be x millimeters, so we give some band of tolerance that okay, even if the part is within this size variation around the basic size x, then the part will be accepted. So with that concept, we talked about the lower size, the lower limit and the upper limit. So these are the two extremes around the basic size, which are within which the size is acceptable. So we talked about the limits, the upper limit and the lower limit, and the difference between the two limits is called as a tolerance. Then we also talked about deviations. So deviations, we understood that there are two types of deviations: low deviation and upper deviation. Low deviation is the one which is the difference between the basic size and the lower limit, and upper deviation is the difference between the upper limit and the basic size. And then we also talked about something which is called as the fundamental deviation. Fundamental deviation is the deviation which is minimum of the two, that is lower and upper deviation, whichever is the minimum, we call that as fundamental deviation. Then we also went ahead in the same discussion, and we also talked about the tolerancing, right? So there can be broadly two types of tolerances. Uh, so those tolerances can be unilateral tolerances or can be bilateral tolerances. In the unilateral tolerances, the variation in the size is allowed only on one side, whereas in the bilateral tolerances, the variation in the size is allowed on both the sides of the basic size. Then further, we also talked about the different ways in which we specify the tolerances. So these are the international grades. We also talked about this. So international grade is just a number. It starts from 0, 1, then 0, 1 up to 16. Larger the number, that means the tolerance zone is very tight. It means the variation in the basic size can be very large, and the quality may be poor. And normally the cost of production for such grades of tolerance is very low. Whereas as the number is tending to 0, 1 or 0 this side, then the tolerance band is very tight. So it means we are not allowing much variation in the size. So that means we have to have very sophisticated machinery and very skilled labor. So the cost goes up. So we also had a discussion on different processes that we normally use. Then we also discussed about this chart. So basically, this chart shows that what is the relationship between an IT grade and the size for any given tolerance grade. Let us say you can pick up. So these are the 0, 1, 0 up to 16. So these are the 18 tolerance grades. So you can pick up any one. Let us say we take this row, this column of IT grade 9. So you can see that within one column, as the size of the dimension increases, like these values here basically represent the size of the dimension. So this is the dimension size that varies between 0 to 3. Next one is 3 to 6, 6 to 10, 10 to 18, and so on. So as the size of the dimension increases as you move down, so for a given tolerance grade, let us say number 9, as the size is increasing, you can see the tolerance value in micron is increasing. So it is increasing from 25 to 30 to 36 and so on, right? So we also discussed about this, and then we also had a discussion around that how do we represent these tolerances in our drawing. So we also talked about different methods by which we can represent these tolerances in the drawing. So the first method is that where we write the basic size and we mention the tolerance around this basic size by writing plus minus. So this is a case of bilateral tolerance. So the basic size is 55 plus 0.02 and 55 minus 0.02. And the second method is in which we are writing the upper limit and the lower limit directly by simply adding the tolerance band within the basic size. So that is the second method. So we have done up to, we have covered up to this place yesterday. So in today's session, we are going to study the third method, that is, which is most commonly used, right? And that method is where we specify the limits and the tolerances in the basic size by some kind of a coding system. So this system involves the basic size, then followed by an alphabet, and then followed by a number. So for example, there is a hole of size dia 25. Then this alphabet H basically represents the fundamental deviation, and this number 7 represents the IT tolerance grade, the 18 grade, 0, 1, 0 up to 16. So this number is that particular tolerance grade. Similarly, this is a shaft member, and here the size is dia 25 H9. Now you can understand that wherever you are dealing with an internal feature like a hole feature or a cut feature like this, the fundamental deviation alphabet, that is H in this case here, and C here, and H again here. So we use capital alphabet for defining the fundamental deviation in case of internal features, whereas in case of external features like shaft or any external dimension, we use the lowercase alphabet here, right? So that is the difference. Now, how do we interpret this? Dia 25 H7, how do we interpret this? Now, to interpret this, there are standard tables which are shown here. So this table is shown for the holes. Now, let us try to understand in the previous slide what is the meaning of 25 H7. So this is a hole. It is indicated by capital alphabet here. Now try to understand, let us try to understand what is the meaning of this 25 H7 here, right? So this means basically, let us try and understand what is H. So H is understood from this table. So this table basically shows the fundamental deviation for the holes. Now if this is the zero line means the basic size, for example 25 mm, right? So this is the 25 mm line. Then you can have like in this case, you have H alphabet here. You can have any alphabet, A, B, C, D, whatever, right? So these alphabets basically indicate that what is the closest of the two sizes. Like for any dimension, we will have a lower size and a upper size, as we discussed yesterday also. कि आपका एक जो dimension है, एक आपका basic size है, उसके around आपको एक minimum size आप allow करते हो, एक maximum size allow करते हो, and the actual size, the component should have its real dimension lying within that band, right? So these alphabets basically indicate that around this zero line, how far can that lowest size go, right? So in this case, H means it is above. Similarly, for some of the alphabets like R, S, T, U on this side, this fundamental deviation is on the lower side, right? Now from here we can understand that on J or sorry, on H, the fundamental deviation is just 0. So for G, this is some value, some positive value. यहाँ पे ये this positive value has increased. This has increased further. So as you're going from H towards this side, the fundamental deviation is getting higher and higher. As you move from H in this direction, the fundamental deviation is increasing, but it is increasing in the negative direction, right? So H से A की तरफ जाते हुए, when you move from H to A, the fundamental deviation increases in positive direction. And from H, if you tend to go towards Z, this fundamental deviation again increases, but it increases in the negative direction, right? And at H, this fundamental deviation is just 0, right? So it means 25H 9, the example that we are, sorry, 25H7 that we are discussing for this example. So H means 0 fundamental deviation, right? Now in this case, we already know that we are studying dia 25H7. So basic size is 25. So 25 lies within this range. Within this range, you will find your basic size 25, right? So I will follow this row. So you can see from here that this column here for H, the fundamental deviation is 0, right? So that is so this table is basically indicating this same graphical representation, that at H the fundamental deviation is 0, but if you go this way, the fundamental deviation increases in positive direction. If you go in this way, the fundamental deviation increases but in the negative direction. So that you can figure out from here also. So at H, this column is 0, right? And if you're going from H towards A, so these values are increasing, like from 0 to 6, 14, 20, 60. So these values are increasing. But from H, as you're going towards Z, so these values are actually increasing, but they're increasing in the negative direction, right? So that is the meaning of H. Now the last alpha, the last thing in that code was 25H7. So the last thing was a number 7. So now what is the meaning of that number 7? That number 7 needs to be understood from this table that we just discussed earlier. So 25, basic size is 25, that lies here within 18 to 30. So that is the basic size. And 7 means this 21 microns, right? So hum is table say we will find out what is the meaning of 7. So you will be using two tables, this one. This table will be used for finding out the tolerance value, right? So आपको basic size पता होगा, आपको tolerance grade पता होगा. So using these two information here, the basic size and the tolerance grade, you can find out this value. So please note down, this is 21 microns, right? And the second table that you need to use is this one, that is this one. So 25 lies here, 25 lies here, right? So for 25, we know H means 0 fundamental deviation, right? So that is 0 fundamental deviation, right? Now, can you calculate what are the upper limits and the lower limits for 25H7? Okay, now let us come here. So it means the basic size is this is 25. If you try to understand it graphically, so that is the 25 basic size, right? Fundamental deviation is 0. Fundamental deviation means that the closest of the two, the minimum or the maximum size, that is at a 0 distance from here. So it means if this is my band, which represents this is my lower limit and this is my upper limit, let us say, right? So this is the fundamental deviation. So in this case, this fundamental deviation is given to be 0. So what does that mean? That means that this is my basic size 25 and the lower limit is the basic size itself. So this distance, the fundamental deviation, in this case H represents this distance is 0. This fundamental deviation is 0, right? So it means my one size is definitely the basic size. So, and what is the other size? Other size will be this gap. So this gap is represented by number 7. This gap is represented by number 7. और हमने वो पहले टेबल से देखा था, number 7 means 21 microns. It means 21 microns. Microns means 21 multiplied by 0.001. So it means this band here is 0.0. This is 0.021. 0.021, राइट. सो इट मींस आपके इस केस में जो दो साइजेस बने वो क्या क्या बने आपके दो साइजेस. एक साइज बना 25 itself because h is 0, so it means there is fundamental deviation is 0. The other size will be 25 plus this value that is 0.021. so आपके ये दो साइजेस बने. तो इस क्वेश्चन में आपको ये अंडरस्टैंड करना है कि आपको 25h7 दिया है, तो व्हाट आर द two lower and the upper limits of the dimension. Now let us take another case. Let us say I am taking 40C11. What is the meaning of this? So basic size is 40. C means the fundamental deviation is this much, right? So fundamental deviation is this much, right? But what is this value basically? वो value देखने के लिए you will have to come here. 40 means this is over means the 40 will be included here in this column, in this row. 40 means this is over and up to 40. So 40 basic size is lying in this line. From C you can find out this is 120. So your fundamental deviation, like in the earlier case it was 0, now in this case the fundamental deviation is 120. So keep this in mind, this thing in mind. Fundamental deviation is 120 in this case, right? Now the number in this case was 11. 40 basic size, number 11. So you go back to the second chart. 40 means this range, right? And number 11 means this value 160 microns. Now you know three things. One, the basic size is 40. The basic size is 40. The fundamental deviation in this case, as we have seen from this table, the fundamental deviation is 120 microns, and that too plus. So fundamental deviation is 120 microns. 120 means 0.12. That is the fundamental deviation. And the third thing from this number 11, that is 160 microns. 40 basic size and 11 IT grade. So the tolerance is 160, right? So tolerance is 160. So 160 means 0.160, right? Now from these three values you have to calculate the basic, the lower limit and the upper limit. तो आपका अगर basic size 40 है, अगर आपका basic size, if this line represents 40, if this line is 40, so C means this is 120 microns. So what is this size in the positive direction? ये level क्या होगा? This level will be 40.12. फंडामेंटल डेविएशन का मतलब यही है कि आप बेसिक साइज से कितना दूर जाते हो, जो आपकी क्लोजेस्ट साइज है वो कितना दूर है, राइट? सो इन दिस केस since this fundamental deviation is 120 micron, so it means my closest size is 120 microns from here. So this value becomes 40.12. Then beyond this I have to go up. This variation is my tolerance. So this tolerance I have already figured out. The tolerance is 0.16. So it means my lower limit is 40.11. This is my lower limit, and the upper limit is this value plus 0.16. So that becomes 40.28, right? So this is my upper limit. तो हमारा basic size हो गया 40. Basic size is 40 in this case. The lower limit is 40.12. The upper limit is 40.28, right? So this is how you understand this. Same concept can be applied for the external features like a shaft. So the concept is same. The only difference is that in this case you will not be using an capital alphabet, rather you will be using a lowercase alphabet, right? So उसके लिए भी आपको बिल्कुल same table ऐसा ही मिलेगा, like this one. This is the table for the shaft. Now you can see, compare this table or this plot. Compare this plot for shafts with the similar plot for the holes. Now you can see in this case the A to H we come this way, and then we go in this direction. तो यहाँ पे A ऊपर है, ZC नीचे है, H 0 है. That is for holes. If we go for the shafts, you can see A starts from here, it goes up in this direction. It is just opposite, right? And again, in this case, at H, the fundamental deviation is 0, right? Now it means if I have a combination of hole and shaft, and the tolerance on both hole as well as shaft is, let us say, C. So let us say the basic size is 40, and the fundamental deviation on shaft is capital C, that is this one. So it means जो आपकी होल है वो 40 से बड़ी होगी, right? क्योंकि fundamental deviation C in this case is positive, right? Now I come to shaft. For shaft, the basic size is again 40, but the fundamental deviation in this case is lowercase c, right, which is in the negative direction. So it means the shaft will be smaller than 40, that is because it is in the negative direction. So अगर आपने एक basic size 40 लिया, if you have a basic size 40 and you say that the hole will be 40 capital C 9 and the shaft will be 40 small c 9, so that means the hole will be larger, slightly larger than 40, the shaft will be slightly smaller than 40 because it is negative, small c means negative, right? And when you put the two components together, when you try to assemble the two components, you will have some degree of looseness between them, because basic size was 40, but we have made the hole to be slightly larger than 40 and the shaft to be slightly smaller than 40. And when we fit the two parts together, they will be fitting loosely on each other. So they will have a loose fit, right? So that is the meaning of this representation. So where you have one number that represents the basic size. So this is the basic size. This H number, this H alphabet represents whether it is internal feature like a hole or it is external feature like a shaft, right? And it represents the fundamental deviation for the feature. And last number 7 here represents the IT grade, right? The tolerance band. So using this information and using these charts here, we can calculate the lower size and the upper size.